Brothers, I know what you're thinking. I want to hear what this fat, bald, has-been retard has to say about the situation in Minneapolis. I know, you were on pins and needles. You were waiting to make up your mind, and now that this fat, ache-headed, retarded has-been has come out of retirement to give you the haps, you guys now can rest assured that you are going to get the complete story. Right? You're going to get the complete story. So, the title of this video is This Woman Was Murdered by ICE. We're off to a terrible start. Okay? We're off to an atrocious start. If you think that this woman was murdered, let me just say, you are even fatter and you are even more retarded than I initially thought. There is no way that any person in good faith with an IQ above 65 could look at the video and make the honest determination that ICE murdered this woman, executed her. Any of the pejoratives that you want to add out there, this ICE agent is an evil Nazi fascist, whatever you want to say, the ICE agent in Minnesota was 100% within his right to do that. Do you know why? It's not just because I say so. You have legal precedent. So already legal precedent where the Supreme Court has said that people cannot use their vehicle to ram at somebody and get away with it. It is considered to be a deadly weapon. By the way, let me relitigate this before we watch this fat turd give his retarded opinion. This is the video in question. So, I want you to really understand. This woman is not supposed to be here. She has been harassing ICE agents all day. She has been interfering with the operation of them arresting and detaining criminal illegal aliens, including pedophiles, which, I don't know, Rich, is that why you're so offended by this? Are you so upset? What is the reason why you're so offended by this? I'd be interested to see. Is it because they're going after pedophiles, drug traffickers, human traffickers? Is it because they're going after people that are murderers, all manner of just pure fucking evil? Maybe it's one of those combinations that you agree with, that you like, that you think are a benefit to our society. Maybe it's the scammers, because you are a scammer. Maybe you sort of align with them. I don't know what it is, Rich. I honestly don't know. But you are such a retarded human pustule that you are actually taking the side of the terrorist, the person who was engaging in terror tactics to try to run over an ICE agent. Look at this. The video is not ambiguous. Get out of the car. She has been blocking and impeding the road. No! Now, she tries to elude arrest. I don't care if you're ICE. I don't care if you're the FBI. I don't care if you're the police. If she had not put it into reverse, if she had gotten out of the car, she would be alive today. They would have arrested her. They could have done a whole video about her getting arrested. They could have put it on social media. She tries to elude the police. No! No! And then she tries to drive away. No! She doesn't try to drive away. She tries to drive into the agent who's standing right here, Rich. You can't really see him. It's kind of tough. It's really tough to see him, isn't it, from this angle? But the agent, you can see his foot. You can see him right there. He's in front of the car. You can see the angle. You can see it.
Them over.
Our analysis of bystander footage, filmed from different angles, appears to show the agent was not in the path of the victim's SUV when he...
It literally was. He got hit by the car.
Fired 3 shots at close range.
He literally was.
Ways for around the president. intent last from another
Watch
video
this.
filmed from a different angle. And it's true that at this moment in this grainy low-resolution footage, it does look like the agent is being struck by...
He was struck. Oh, guys, in this footage, it shows the officer was struck, but no, that really is what it is. Anyone who thinks that this woman was in the right is fucking mentally ill. But now that you've seen all the context, let's hear what this egghead has to say.
Hello, everybody. How you doing today? Terrible? Okay, great. I'm sure if you're watching
I'm doing great, actually. Thanks for asking.
this, you know what happened in Minneapolis yesterday.
Sure do.
There was a woman, I for some reason, Renee Nicole Good. I keep on wanting to say Nicole Renee Good. She was protesting ICE, who was trying to round people up, and she ended up getting shot.
They were trying to round people up. Yeah, they were doing their job. They were on an active operation. This woman decided to drive her car in to try to block ICE vehicles. The ICE agents got out of the car. They approached the car. They said, okay, get out of the car. They were going to arrest her for impeding ICE operations. She said, I'm not going to listen to you, puts the car in reverse, and then tries to drive over an ICE agent. And then was shot and killed because you cannot do that. So, already your narrative has broken apart. This is transparent and pathetic, which is par for the course for your content. But I'm interested to see how a disgusting, failed, fat has-been loser, who, by the way, deleted his over 1 million subscriber channel because of shenanigans and bullshit that he was trying to pull. But the guy deletes his channel and now comes back with ReviewTechUSA 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Shot and killed by an ICE officer. I'm very angry about this.
Oh, you look angry. You look about as angry as the quartering. When the quartering covered, guys, I'm very angry. I'm very mad. Yeah, you're a fat stoner pothead failed father. You're an embarrassment as a man. You're an embarrassment as a son. I mean, you're an embarrassment as a father, a husband, a man. Like, so why the fuck would we care what your opinion is about this in any regard? Any person that is worth their salt can look at this and realize that the woman was in the wrong, that she shouldn't have been there. She shouldn't have been doing what she was doing. If she had been simply protesting from a safe distance with a sign, she would be alive. If she had done what she did, but she got out of the car, she would be alive. If she did anything but the decisions that led her to that point, she would be alive. But you, Rich, because you are a breed of festering axe wounds, a bunch of pussified, cucumber up the ass beta male fucking losers that just want to get high and goon to big black cock images. Yeah, I've seen the videos from the Kino Casino about your Dropbox, Rich. Disgusting. But you want to, from your drug-induced stupor, your weed-induced stupor, that I just want to play games, smoking pot and goon. You want to come on here and try to make a point about how it was the ICE agent's fault. It was his fault. Yeah, he was doing his job. Yeah, he didn't ask her to be there. Yeah, nobody asked her to be there. She shouldn't have been there. She should have complied. At every step of the way, she was completely and totally in the wrong. She was breaking the law, but somehow it's the ICE agent's fault. Because he really wasn't in the way of her vehicle, even though the videos show that he was. And the bullet hole shows that he was. And the other agents said that he was. So, despite, and the video footage, of course. Again, video footage. So, every bit of information that we have says that he was. But you're about to say that he's not. Why? Because you want to virtue signal. You will never find a more pathetic human specimen than these type of people.
She was 37 years old. She was a mom. And
imagine being a mom and you leave your kid to go try to attack ICE agents. You are a mom and you go leave your kid. You leave your kid. Well, by the way, Rich, this probably is one of the reasons you're so bad of a father that you probably resonate with this mom because she's so bad of a mother. You leave your kid to go try to impede ICE, who, by the way, do you want to know the type of person that they were going after? Christy Nome said it. The guy was somebody that had been sexually assaulting a minor. Yeah, these are the guys that you people on the left champion. These are the guys on the left who champion these perverts and these freaks. No, I shouldn't get these people out of the country. You should have nothing but contempt for these people on the left. It really is quite repugnant to watch. We're 36 seconds in, and I already can't stand this.
I always want to see the big picture. I always want to see the full scope of things so I could not be as biased as humanly possible. I still wasn't going to talk about this, but when I saw people taking the footage of what happened and were trying to make it like the ICE officer was flat out the victim here.
He was in fear for his life. By the way, that, guys, I just want to say, Richard ReviewTechUSA is like Tectone from a failed universe. Richard ReviewTechUSA is Tectone from a failed universe. If Tectone had gotten too much into pot and gotten way too fat and started just gooning 24/7, this would be him. This is the failed heroes timeline of Tectone. But once again, let's look at the footage, because I think it's important to look at the footage and understand. There are multiple different angles. There are multiple different angles. People are trying to yeah, here we go. Here we go. You can watch this. By the way, Rich, you fucking mongoloid retard. You see the wheel? You see the wheel spinning right here? The wheel is straight. It's not curved. It's not turned. By the way, this officer right here in front of the car, look at this, Rich. Look at this, you fat fucking retard. You disgusting, pathetic worm of a man. Look at the car. Look at how it's aimed directly at him. Both wheels aimed in this guy's direction. The guy's standing in front of the car. But no, the guy's not a victim because this fat troglodyte freak that is a failure to his kids, his parents, and his wife is going to sit here from his basement gooning and playing video games all day, is going to sit here and second guess this officer who, by the way, was dragged months ago and was seriously injured. He was in this same sort of situation and he was injured severely. He was dragged. Do you understand dragging? It's not what you think dragging is, Rich, which is when you dress up as a woman. because it makes you feel pretty. No. His arm was stuck in the door. He was dragged along the ground. You sick freak! Putting big black cock images in your children's Dropbox. You fucking animal. But look at the wheels. Look at the way, where is the vehicle aimed? Where is the vehicle aimed? Oh, forward. Where is the agent standing? Right fucking there in front of the car. You freak. Look at this. And the wheels, they do a rotate. Comes forward. Look at this. You're going to tell me the officer had no fear for his life. Now, keep in mind, when she's backing up, the officer doesn't draw his gun when the car is backing up. When she adjusts the wheels and moves forward, she doesn't adjust the wheels all the way in the other direction. She draws them forward. She drives forward. Look at this cop. If this cop didn't move, she would have hit him. And thankfully, he got out of the way enough, but she was a danger to herself and others. How fucking dare you try to minimize what this cop went through? This guy's a goddamn hero. Look at this. How many times do I have to show this before it gets to your thick fucking skull? Look at that. If this guy hadn't moved, and by the way, look at this guy over here in the foreground, or look at this guy in front of you. He nearly slips. Look at this guy. He slips because there's ice on the ground. Look, this guy could have slipped and fallen. This could have gone 1,000 different bad ways. All because this woman didn't stop right here, keep it in park, get out of the car. This whole thing's over. But you want to... I'm so mad, guys. Look at the fucking wheels. Look at the wheels. Look where the wheels are pointed. Look where the vehicle is pointing. Look where the officer is standing. And how the fuck are you going to dare to say that he wasn't in front of the car, he wasn't in fear for his life, and considering the fact that he had been in a situation like this where he was severely injured? Fuck you, Rich. This is so clear cut. This woman broke the law, and you know what? She deserved to be shot. It wasn't a murder. It was self-defense. How many times did I show that video? Where it's crystal fucking clear? And by the way, there's also another camera angle that they wanted. Oh, it's too grainy. The truth is the truth, whether you like it or not.
It's just, it's just unbelievable. And then you have Donald Trump saying that he's lucky to be alive, even though she was turning the wheel. Renee was turning the wheel away from the officer, not towards him. You could literally see it in the video where Renee was turning the wheel away from the officer, not towards him. You could literally see it in the video we're about to watch. But you have Trump and Kristi Noem out there trying to make it like this woman was bloodthirsty. There's people trying to dehumanize her and, oh, she was a lesbian and she was this and she was that. And what's amazing is I'm going to show you a clip from Jesse Waters.
She was a lesbian. And you know how we know? Because her partner was the one filming the video.
The same people that if they could, they would make it legally required that we would have a gold statue of Charlie Kirk in the front of our homes and make sure we mourn hard enough.
Rich, you couldn't afford a gold statue, but you mocked Charlie Kirk's death, and you mocked his widow when she was giving her statements. Yeah. How about not being a brain-rotted, disgusting ghoul? Nobody's celebrating that this woman died. Nobody is celebrating. I'm mad. I'm more angry than you. You're talking, guys. Hi guys, ReviewTechUSA. Man, I'm so mad. I'm so mad at this. Rich, you're not mad. You sound like you're in a zombified stupor. I'm mad. I'm actually mad because law enforcement should have put this woman and people like her on the left in jail a long time ago, because this isn't the first time that she's done this. If she had been in jail, she would be alive today. But ultimately, we have allowed these far-left terrorists, these people that are a danger to themselves and others, to continue to do damage. And I would advocate for putting these people in jail. That's what I would advocate for, putting these people in jail. Because they're breaking the law. And these people think that they're above the law. And they're not. They're not above the law. They think they should have to face no consequences because on Reddit and Blue Sky, they're told that their actions are justified. Their actions are moral. And because their actions are moral, and they're being told that over and over, then they have the right to break the law and do anything that they want, but their actions are not moral. These are not good people. These are terrible people. And you, festering axewoman that you are rushing out here to try to virtue signal in the most overt, pathetic way imaginable, where you have tried to mischaracterize and recontextualize this entire encounter, when we have video evidence to show the contrary.
And then something like this happens, and they're trying to make it like this woman, why she was a bad person because she was a lesbian, and maybe she had her.
No, Rich, she was a bad person because she broke the law. She tried to impede ICE, and then she tried to run over an ICE agent to try to evade capture. Pick any one of those you want. Her being a lesbian is just, I mean, her being a lesbian does not make her any worse or any better, but it is sort of like a multiplier. Where you look at she's an LGBTQ far-left lesbian, and you go, oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. She's a far-left radical lunatic. But nobody is like, oh man, she's a lesbian, so that must be... No, nobody is thinking that. It's just, it's an addition. It's like the DLC. You're like, wow, this really expands what was already there. You know, like in World of Warcraft, it's a debuff. But the debuff itself doesn't immediately cause damage. It just... When you take incoming damage, all damage incoming is exponentially higher. Not that it has a damage over time effect, but it's a debuff that adds damage on incoming. You know? So, it's not in and of itself a bad thing. It's just in combination with all the other stuff, it reveals that there is something deeply and profoundly wrong. Based on this person's behavior, based on the person who was her partner, what they were doing, where they were doing it, which was in the middle of the street recording this, where she was trying to block law enforcement who were actively out there trying to capture illegal criminal aliens. And in this case, it was somebody who had been looking at not just looking at, he had been charged with sexually assaulting a minor.
Pronouns in her bio, so she shouldn't be alive.
All right, that's it. No more from this fat retard. Like when you come out, I mean, this is only 2 minutes in. When you come out and you make a statement like that, I'm done. This guy's bad faith. He's a liar. His channel ReviewTechUSA too. I mean, what a fucking joke. It just bootleg, desperate bullshit. Anyway, guys, that'll do it. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you next time.